So, I know a lot of my kayaking friends have seen the news and have read about this little tragedy up in Washington State where some kayakers drowned. They really weren't prepared for the conditions they were going to go out in. So I'm going to go a little bit about getting set up for conditions. Not 100% set up as I should be, but I'm enough to survive a swim, and I will demonstrate that. So, to kind of begin with, first thing I like to do is you have to have good layers of polyester kind of clothing. The Polar Fleece is really, really good stuff. I wear 2 layers for this water temperature is probably around 35, 36 degrees. I would like to have a mat just to keep my butt dry. I do wear some socks, and a lot of that depends on what I'm going to be wearing for booties and what's under it. I like to have 2 layers of Polar Fleece. It's not as cold as it has been, so I'm just wearing a real thin layer down on the bottom. Good dry suit or good neoprene is a really a must. I'll go out in both. The one advantage of the dry suit is dry feet. The neoprene, your feet get wet, they can get colder later. If you look at the bottom of the dry suit, I have integral booties, and they really are quite comfortable. My feet come out, my socks are dry, my feet might get a little bit cold. I'm actually putting on a wet bootie from yesterday. And I do like to have a good second layer. I like to burp the air out of my suit. Makes it a little easier to swim. That's just a little Velcro tab around my neck to be a little more comfortable. Spray skirt is really a necessity. It's really flat and calm right now. If you look out to the ocean here, the winds are expected to pick up to 15 knots. And from the south, so the waves are going to be coming right in and back in the direction I'm going to come from. at PFD. I say it's my second most important piece of gear for survival. I think the dry suit or good neoprene outweighs it, although it's a pretty close fight. Sometimes I'll wear a knife. I don't have one right now. I'm not going all that far. But again, preparedness, it would be a really good idea to have it. I like to wear a hat. I just use some cheap $20 neoprene gloves. I find they're the best. A VHF radio attached. This way I can signal if I'm in trouble. I tend to wear mine up here. And I'll do a quick attachment across. Some quick ties, and that'll hold. Another really important little piece to have is a little piece survival kit. In mine, I keep a space blanket, some fire starter, a Leatherman tool, matches, a lighter. There's a little compass in here, some fishing line. Just kind of enough that I could survive an unexpected bailout, and I usually, when I do this, I keep it attached up on my spray skirt, and it'll be secured up on my tab, so it'll survive afloat. It does make it a little harder to get back in the boat. I can, if I wanted to, I could tuck it in and keep it up here as I'm climbing. And my hat is a little thin, but I'm kind of used to this cold water. Been in it quite a bit. And it's also real important that you test your gear. Gives me a chance to brush up my dry suit. And then now I'm a little chilly, but you notice I'm not gasping. I'm talking to you in a normal tone of voice. And then I can get back into my kayak. But I'm prepared to go swimming in cold water every time I go out. And then it's just a matter of me being able to swim in the gear. And just tread water. And this is how you set up every time you go out in cold water. VHF radio for signaling. I can get to shore, have a little bit of a kick, that'll get me there, and then it would be a matter of finding water and food. But thank you, and just be prepared. It happens.